Welcome, got another iron review here. I'm Mike Newton at Barra Golf, but we're in the swing studio here and we've just got a little head-to-head. This time between the TaylorMade M2 Iron against the brand new Mizuno JPX900 Hot Metal iron. Okay, so two very much cavity-backed irons here, definitely aimed at the sort of mid to high handicap golfer, somebody who's striving for ultimate forgiveness and ultimate distance. So these two brands are really pushing these irons around that sort of marker really of distance and forgiveness, okay, trying to help on those off-centre hits. So we're just going to put these to a little bit of a test here on GC2. We've got real golf balls, we've got HMT linked in as well, so we can get some real ball data here and just sort of see how these irons compare against each other. Okay, so we're going to start off with the TaylorMade M2. Now just to bear in mind, we've got a 6 and a 7 iron. So the M2 is a 7 iron, which is this one. The JPX is a 6 iron. That's just purely because the brands give me those in demo fitting irons. Unfortunately, they're not the same. But so we'll just have to bear that in mind when we look at the data of the numbers. I'm going to throw some loft numbers up onto the screen here as we go along because there is some differences of loft here. The TaylorMade is a little bit stronger in the loft than the JPX. So again, we'll just put that into the equation here when we look at the numbers. Okay, so we're going to start off with the TaylorMade M2. We're going to hit a batch of numbers with these, and then we'll come back and have a go with the JPX, and then we'll have a look at some numbers. So we're going to start off with the TaylorMade M2 Iron, which is always been promoted as a long hitting golf club. Okay, so that's the batch of M2 irons hit. So we're just going to flick over to the JPX900 Hot Metal and we'll have a look at some numbers. Okay, so we've got the Hot Metal in our hand now from Mizuno, brand new out, just been launched. As I mentioned, this is a 6 iron, so we're going to bear that in mind. I've just changed it over on GC2 here, so we've got a blue ball flight we can watch now just to get a comparison against the TaylorMade. So let's hit a few with this one. Nice solid hit. Very different look this is sat behind the golf ball. As I said, I've done a review on this on my channel, so you can go and check that out for more in-depth sort of review of the look and the feel. But it's a little bit trimmer looking, I would say, against the TaylorMade. Not as chunky, doesn't look as fiery, but a little bit more of a classic sort of club. Feels quite hot off the face. So I'm going to carry on hitting a few shots off camera and we'll come back and have a little look at them. Okay, so that's the JPX900 Hot Metal batch of shots hit. So feels nice that, I must admit I do like the feel of that. So we're going to have a look at some numbers, just do a little comparison between that and the M2, maybe look at the lofts and just see maybe which is giving us the best in terms of distance here, but also with numbers. Let's check them out. Okay, so number 10 here, guys. You can see the red ball flight is with the TaylorMade M2. The blue ball flight is with the JPX900 Hot Metal. So again, just bear in mind the JPX was a 6 iron, the TaylorMade is a 7 iron. So the red is the TaylorMade, the blue is the Mizuno. So there's the shot dispersions there, slightly wider with the Mizuno, maybe because I'm hitting a 6 iron. The red one was obviously a 7 iron. So we just need to weigh that into the account and look at these numbers. So let's have a little look. So we've got the TaylorMades there, obviously, and then we've got the Mizuno. So we're averaging there in terms of club head speed, fractionally quicker. Mizuno should see that because it's a 6 iron. Again with the ball speed because it's a 6 iron. Launch a little bit lower there, maybe a bit too low for my liking. The first one there, you can see I just missed that a touch right there. That's just popped up a touch higher, but on average there, just under 60, maybe a little bit low personally for myself with a 6 iron there. But having said that, the TaylorMade is obviously lower. But you know, you've got to look at the lofts here. You know, the TaylorMade is a good couple of degrees stronger iron to iron equivalent than the Mizuno. So spinning there 5388 with the TaylorMade 7 iron, which is fairly low on its spin. Mizuno down to 4687. So hey, look, you know, they're both you know, game improvement irons here. They're both striving for distance. So all these brands in this category are strengthening off lofts here. Some more than others. Obviously the TaylorMade one is, but their defense is it's because of the technology in the head, it's launching it higher than it would do normally. So they're having to strengthen the lofts to get the launch back down to a normal sort of launch angle. So that's their theory around it. However you look into that is entirely down to yourselves really. But looking at peak height there, quite similar to be honest. Distance wise, TaylorMade 181 carry, 7 iron, Mizuno 193 carry, 6 iron. Both strong distances, so that's further than I would hit a 7 iron normally. That's further than I would hit a 6 iron normally. So, but to be honest, the gap in between them, you know, again, you've got that 12-yard gap between those. So very, very similar. You know, if I had a Mizuno 7 iron, I'm probably going to be around that 181 sort of carry, I would say, looking at those sort of numbers there. So 2 irons there, 2 strong irons, but maybe doing the same sort of distance. Maybe there isn't one stood out over the other. Again, it's probably going to come down to personal looks and feel, which is always comes back to the question or the statement, you've got to go and get fitted yourself. Go and test these yourselves. This is just my personal data. Your data might be a little bit different, so you've got to go and do your testing yourselves. So 2 cracking irons there, to be honest. Obviously the M2's been out all season. Very, very popular option. Mizuno's only just been launched onto the market. Well, official launch is the 5th of September, so it's actually still before launch as we're posting this video now. But I would say 2 very popular irons, and I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of golfers out there going to want to go and test these and try them. That's my personal data, as I've just said. You are individual yourselves, so please do go and test that. You might deliver that club slightly different, so this strong loft might not help you, it might help you. If you want in distance, try these 2. But maybe just look deeper as to how that distance is actually getting there in terms of spin numbers and launch, because also you want some consistency on your numbers and also a bit of control when it lands. Okay, hope that's of interest, guys. 2 cracking irons there, to be honest. Definitely go and try them. With more videos like this coming out soon. If there's any other videos you want me to try and do, please comment below. Send me some ideas and I'll try my best to get them posted. But if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, share it around, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks guys, see you all very soon.